Hey, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. There are a ton of Batsuits out there. Today we're just going to focus on the live action ones. You know, there have been a lot of live action Batman shows and movies. You know, some of them have been good, others have not. Today we're going to go through and just rank every single one of them from best to worst. Alright, so we're going to start with the standard last place first. To start the list off, we have the old serials, the show, the series. I've never even seen footage from it. I don't know when this was or how long ago or what the budget was or anything like that, but I've never seen it. I probably never will. From what I can tell, there were two different Batsuits. I don't know if it's the same actor or not. One is definitely better than the other. In last place, I want to put this one here. I don't know what happened. It just looks pathetic. I don't know what's going on with the ears, but that's kind of like an indicator that it just looks like they didn't care. I can appreciate when a superhero suit looks accurate to the comics in that it's ridiculous. I actually prefer that. It looks like it doesn't even fit him. It looks like he just wants to go home. Then we have the other one, I think is personally a little bit better. With the nose and everything, it looks like they tried to match it to the comics at least a little bit more. The logo looks a little bit better and more accurate to the time. For the most part, he looks like how Batman looked. It doesn't look quite as lazy, but it's still not very good. All right, then in the number 15 spot, we have Ben Affleck from the Flash movie. I don't know what the hell they were thinking with this one. This one looks like garbage. What is going on here? My God, did they do the opposite of go out with a bang? It looks like soda can. The things, you know, I don't know what they're called. I hate it. I hate this one so much. I was tempted to put this at the bottom of the list. I'm being so generous by not doing that. All right, next up we have the George Clooney one. I think this is kind of the alternate version of his main suit. I don't know what this is for. I don't know why this one is a thing. I don't know if it had a purpose. I don't know. It doesn't look great, I guess. It's better put together than the others so far. Nothing wrong with throwing some more colors in there, I guess, but it just doesn't work. It looks too fancy. It looks like they're just trying too hard to make it different. I don't know, like it's just, I don't get the theme there. I've never seen the movie, I should say that. I don't know, it looks weird to me. It doesn't look good, it doesn't look like a better redesign. It just looks odd, which brings us to number 13, George Clooney's main suit. Speaking of odd, nipples. Why? Who came up with that? With the way that Warner Brothers is protective over the Batman IP, the way they only make a movie every like 10 years it feels like, why are they giving him such garbage suits? What the f is this? Alright, then next up we have Val Kilmer, his alternate suit. Again, I never saw that movie. This one has some of the same problems as the George Clooney main one in terms of coloring and just the way the suit looks. I don't know what they were making these out of, but the material just looks like plastic. It looks like an off-brand Batman. You know what I mean? It looks like it's supposed to be in a parody movie where they just kind of make up their own like shitman knockoff character. I don't know. He looks weird. In the number 11 spot, we have Ben Affleck's Justice League tactical suit. I think people have said that this one looks kind of like Owlman from Watchmen. I've never really liked that added armor, even though it does kind of remind me of his suits in the comics, you know, where he's just like really armored up. It's kind of similar to the Arkham game design in that it just looks so armored and bulky, and I kind of like that aspect of it if you're looking at it from that perspective. But I also think it's just kind of one of those things where it's too much, too many rough edges, too much like going on, needless armor, too much to where it looks like it's in your face. It doesn't look natural, it doesn't look good, it doesn't look cool either. I feel like that's a really weird, like if you're gonna add a ton of armor to a superhero suit, you might as well make it look cool. If you're getting the super decked out armored suit and it doesn't even look cool, what's the point? You know, design wise it just looks bland, the colors are ugly, and he's going up against a full alien invasion and he has less armor on him than when he was fighting Superman. It just doesn't make logical sense. So it's like, why is he even changing into that suit? It just seems pointless. Next up on the list we have Val Kilmer's main suit, I believe. This one's okay. This one really comes off as lifeless to me. It doesn't really look interesting. It's dark, it's faded, it's not really that good. It's a bat suit. There's really not much else to it beyond that. Then we are on to the Dark Knight suit. I used to like this one a lot more. Like in retrospect, especially now that we've gotten some other suits and my taste has changed over time, this one has kind of fallen out of favor for me a bit. It's okay. I like that there's actually vision to this one, even though it really is generally pretty bland in design, pretty faded in color. It does stand out. It does feel unique. I don't know. It doesn't feel like the same thing again. It feels familiar enough. I do like the sleek design. I think the militaristic design kind of works here because it was intentional. You know, that's where it came from in the story. It's not my favorite. It's definitely not the look that I like for Batman. All right, then next up we have Michael Keaton, Batman 89. I think this one is a little bit better than the ones that came after. It's got a little flashy yellow to go along with the sleek black design. I hate how awkward it looks. There are just very noticeable flaws in this thing. You know, the neck has been criticized to death, the nose is weird, the ears, the cowl, all of that stuff is just bleh in terms of material and how it looks like it was crafted. But my god, do I love the way that the yellow shines off of the black canvas of the rest of the suit. Alright, then in the number 7 spot we have Batman Begins. Now a while ago I probably wouldn't have ranked this one above the Dark Knight suit because it looks less put together. It looks like they're still kind of figuring it out. It looks like it has some flaws, but now like looking back, I kind of like that this one looks more like a traditional bat suit, whereas the Dark Knight suit looks a little bit more unique, like it's going in its own direction, trying to do its own thing, be more tactical. He looks like a superhero in this movie, whereas in the Dark Knight he looks like a soldier, he looks like an agent. In this one he just looks like traditional Batman. The cape is way more flowy, the logo expands outward, a bit more awkward, a little bit more clunky, but I think that iconic look that they were trying to give him, that familiar superhero look that they were trying to go for here, I think it works. Alright, number 6 we have the Nightmare Batsuit from BVS. This one is so cool. Something about clothing over a batsuit, you know, Damian Wayne's suit, this one, the trench coat, something else other than his cape flowing behind him is just, it works so well. You know, him wearing clothes kind of like indicates that he's on the ropes a little bit more desperate. It kind of indicates like, okay, he's gonna go the extra mile, he's gonna do things that, you know, he just needs to do to get by. I mean, it completely sets itself apart from the rest. Clothing with the superhero suit, it looks a little bit more humanizing. Alright, then next up in the number 5 spot we have the BVS mech suit. Now if I'm being honest, I kind of like the Nightmare suit better than this one, but I'm putting this one above that because this is super accurate. When it comes to adapting suits in live action, in animation, you know, adapting it however, comic accuracy will always take more points than anything else. Creativity is very important, but I love seeing suits brought to life. This is one that I think was done really well. Most importantly, more important than anything else, it looks like it could take on Superman pretty damn well, so I like it. Alright, then next up in the number 4 spot we have Flashpoint for Michael Keaton, the updated version. That movie, I haven't even seen it. I've just seen the suit. I've taken closer looks at it through the trailers, through footage. You know, I obviously like it for all the same reasons that I liked the original suit. Overall looks less clunky, looks like an actual suit that Batman could actually move around in. Horrible CGI aside, it looks more tangible. I know it's kind of ironic saying that about that movie, but it does. It just looks like it's more free to move around in, and I just think it looks a lot better. Then in the number 3 spot we have the Batman suit. I love this suit as a starter, like year one type thing. I think it looks a lot less sophisticated, but also very well put together, and I think it really achieves the purpose of trying to sell this Batman as kind of just starting out, super fresh, still young and scrappy. It's not supposed to be the best thing in the world, in a way that still like looks good and looks like an actual suit and looks like Batman still. In second place we have Ben Affleck's main suit from Batman vs Superman. I think that this suit is beautiful. I think it's probably the best modern version of a Batsuit that we've had in, at this point, decades. It's one of the only skin-tight suits in the current state of comic adaptations. All the ones on this list have mostly been armored. The costumes are supposed to be like spandex, and I think this is one of the only suits ever that has ever gotten that right, and it actually looks like a classic comic costume. He looks amazing. This is Batman. I wish this would have been a little bit lighter, maybe, you know, a brighter version of this suit with the yellow logo and the dark blue instead of the black, you know, something like that. It's one of the only skin-tight suits that has ever worked, you know, in a serious fashion too, and I love that. So I think this suit is near perfection. The only one that is true perfection though is number 1, Adam West. And yes, I'm being so serious. I'm not trolling, I'm not joking. I love this suit. You know, people often forget that with this show, he's playing the Silver Age version of the character. He's playing this completely accurate. The suit is accurate. It's silly, it's fun, it's bright, it's colorful. It's supposed to look that way, and I think it looks great. I think it's perfect for the Batman that they're portraying in this show. It's also like the only suit in live action that went blue and yellow and gray and actually looked good. It actually looks like the comic suit. I've come to really like that sillier, lighter version of the character. I love when Bruce just gets to play around and just be lighthearted and just a man of the community, be a role model to the people around him. I love this version of Bruce. I think this suit works so well with it. I would love a modern version of this, somewhere in between this one and Ben Affleck's. That is my list. Let me know if you agree or disagree down in the comments below, and I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe for more videos like this, and until next time, thanks for watching.